Did you know you can cook meat quickly and easily using your sword? Hey guys, Dad's here back with another Crimson Desert video. Okay, so you booted the game up, you've been playing it, you followed my first tips video, and you're doing well, but the game is to such a scale that you could play for months and still not see everything. So I'm here to give you the best tips and tricks to help you enjoy the game even more, including how to get through those pesky waterfalls, how to summon companions to help you in combat, how to avoid falling to your death, expand your inventory space easily, where to find a legendary horse, get out of water easily, how to keep exploring even with a bounty, how to skip tedious climbing, how to unstuck yourself when getting trapped, and much more. Let's get right into it. It's well known in video games that waterfalls often hold secrets behind them. The first waterfall you come across, however tantalizing, will make you realize something pretty quick. That trying to walk through them will result in tons of water slapping your face to the ground. Now, you'll try a few things, then probably give up, thinking this is a way of the devs telling you that you can't enter these areas just yet. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can. It's simple. Use the stab skill, which is holding them releasing shift plus left click, or right bumper plus Y, or R1 plus triangle. Doing this, you can pierce through most of them, so long as you have some footing to begin the charge. Behind them is a mixed bag of nothing to some pretty crazy mods, so enjoy your exploration. You noticed Unker and Damien with me. Did you know that once unlocked, you can not only play as Unker and Damien themselves, but you can summon them to your side to help fight? Yes, it's extremely fun, and yes, you can summon Cliff to your side if you're playing as either Unker or Damien as well. What you need to do is hover over them and hit A, X, or spacebar depending on what you're playing on. This will summon them, but it's not instant. It will say they're traveling to the meeting point, so look at the bottom right. By pressing the button, you'll meet them at a location. If you're in the middle of something, be careful, it will teleport you. There you go, they're currently joining you with their currently equipped loadout. They'll jump on their own horse and ride with you when you ride.
Ride out with me.
They'll get off their horse and fight with you when you fight. Hello, Damien, that's your cue. Nope, don't make your horse do all the fighting, come on, get off. Okay, that's better. So yes, they make exploration and side missions a hell of a lot easier. If you don't have them, progress the main mission until you do. Simples. Cooking is a necessary evil or good depending on your perspective. The only way to heal is to consume, and you'll want to be eating a lot to avoid death. Something I feel people take a little too seriously in real life. Early on, simply grilling meat is good enough, but cooking takes time. You need to get a bonfire, you need to select your meat types, heat grills, skip an animation, click through the menu, then do it again for your different meat types. Instead, I want you to find a nice quiet area away from any NPCs and animals. Yes, that means put away Fido or he'll disrupt your cooking by eating the meats you place on the ground. So yes, that's what you want to do. You can drop meat en masse, but keep it under groups of 10, as they will turn into a little bag on the ground, 10 or over. You can just spam click the drop button to make it quick, but it will take slightly longer to pick back up. So then you want to take out your sword and focus the light, which is L1, R1, or both bumpers, or whatever you mapped it to on your keyboard. You'll see the option to focus light. Do that and burn those meats. They will cook quickly and easily. You can then target the meats and hold down the pickup button to mass pick up everything on the ground. Congratulations, you saved 15 minutes of travel and cooking time. Only 245 hours to go. Take a look at this inventory. It looks almost virgin, untouched. A quick glance at the bottom though says something different. 96 out of 136. Where's all the mess? Well, I've grouped the mess and cleaned it all up. This is how it looked when I started. What you do is you hover over an item and hold in the group button, which is left trigger or T on the keyboard. That automatically puts all the items of that type into its own drop-down box group. Click on the group to see all within it. I have a group for crafting materials, cooking, food, abyss cores, and so on. The groups won't reduce your total amount carried, but make sorting your inventory exponentially easier, as there's no storage chest in this game to help you empty it. Well, not yet anyway. Crossing my fingers for that one. Legendary horses have better stats and more skills, but are quite hard to find. I discovered this one while doing the mission Persistent Dark Shadow, but you can do it much earlier. The only caveat is you need a decent amount of stamina and some honey tea, which simply requires you to mix some hot water and some honey in a cauldron. It isn't necessary, but it certainly helps. You then want to head about here on the map, the lake to the right of the mission, north of where you're probably at early on. Around the lake will be a bunch of horses. One of them will be pearl white and will stand out. Sneak up and jump on it. You'll get a legendary mount notification appear. Dismiss it and hold the direction opposite to the direction the horse is moving, not necessarily the way it's facing, the opposite to the movement direction. When the bar is filled up, it will be tamed. If you're having trouble with the cold, which will drain your stamina faster, or having the right amount of stamina in general, you have the honey teas, which you can use when you try again. This horse is harder to tame than a regular one, but you'll see right away it has far better stats, even at level 1. But what you might not have realized is that it gets far more abilities than a regular horse as well. For example, you don't get the flurry slash, water sprint, consecutive instant acceleration, and swimming 3. You can level your horse by simply riding them, feeding them, or petting them. You can get horse food from vendors as well as horse gear, which will help it become powerful in combat. This is a horse true to its legendary status. Now, you've seen other mounts in clips, but you can't register most of them, including bears, and call them to your side, so a great horse is always appreciated. You can load up bounties and animals easier on your horse. What you might have known is that you can pick up a bounty, knock it out, dead or tied up, then you can get on your horse and ride to the jail no problem. However, you can also load your bounty and animals, including that sheep we've all seen in those videos, onto your horse. By putting them onto your horse, you're free to jump off if you see some ore or some game to hunt along the way without having to pick up and put down your prize, which will happen 100% of the time for bounties outside of cities. What you need to do is look at your horse, target it with the left bumper or L1, then press the load option. This will put it on the back and make your life easier. This is also a way to open up your horse's inventory quickly and to give it a pet. Good girl. You don't level up in the game, but you do kind of increase your power by engaging in combat. Many miss this, but the bar to the left of your mini-map, once filled up, will reward you with a free Abyss artifact. The bar fills up more by killing bosses and harder enemies, but it will fill up nonetheless, meaning that all that pointless 30 minutes of fighting wave after wave of men is actually not all that pointless.
Right, men? You suck!
I'm actually very happy for you guys. We had to do all the Abyss puzzles without a quick recover feature, and it was an absolute nightmare falling off and having to restart the whole thing. Once we hit the ground, of course. Since release, Pearl Abyss has listened to us and implemented a quick recover feature while in the Abyss. If you fall off, you can press your Axum Force anywhere to latch onto nothingness. You see it on the right as the stop option by pressing in left click. You'll throw it out and then can, as per the button on the right, reset back up. This will save you hours upon hours in the Abyss and is absolutely something worth knowing. Another change you lovely people will appreciate is the addition of drastically improved bag space. Imagine only having 30 slots where undroppable documents can take up to 25 or more. It was a nightmare, guys. The good news for you is you have 60 slots or more to start with, but even that will be taken up very fast. What you want to do is keep a lookout at every vendor you see, as the devs added something else: bags. Some vendors will sell them. The small bags are 50 copper, but the thing is, they're worth a lot more than that. They permanently increase your inventory size. Yeah, for that cheap. Some vendors might need loyalty before they sell the bags to you. Some don't. So be sure to greet your vendors every time you see them to gain a little bit of loyalty, and even gift your favorites. They might even have bags on them, and it's worth the small sacrifice in time. You know, I get it, Cliff. I used to collect the plastic bags we got from grocery stores, and now that we're forced to use crappy paper ones, I would greet 100 NPCs at the store for a nice plastic bag and plastic straw that doesn't evaporate in water. Speaking of water, collect as much as you can in the game. It's used for all the recipes. But as useful as it is, water can be annoying to swim through. Did you know you can get out of it easily? You'll be forgiven for not realizing this, as there's no button prompt to the right, but you can force palm up and out of it multiple times and then glide to safety. This is especially useful during puzzle segments, but there is also large swaths of water you need to get through while exploring and swimming, and that consumes your stamina and you'll drown when you run out. Do note you'll need to upgrade your force palm to get the most out of this. though I consider doing that absolutely core in this game, as many bosses will be made much easier by having it, as well as traversal and puzzles. It's common to find yourself with a bounty or in a search area where enemies are looking for you. Did you know that at the darkest part of night or during bad weather, enemies have a harder time detecting you? Here, I'm running right past enemies that would normally engage me. Yep, very cool. So, in particularly hard segments, you might want to wait for good weather or for the sun to clear out. So, you went and got that great horse, but what if I told you that treating it like Yoshi is not only acceptable, but recommended? When riding your horse, if you approach a cliff and need to continue on, you can simply have it jump, then use dismount to leap off it, getting some serious air and letting you follow up with a glide. Yes, your horse will fall to the ground, probably break some bones and be sent to the glue factory, but the next time you summon it, an exact clone replacement will appear and all will be well. So that's how we go down cliffs, but what about up? Here's a faster way to climb those pesky mountains. You know, since climbing takes forever and consumes all your stamina. Well, you're going to still need to pump your stamina up, but this is incredibly useful. What you want to do is invest a point into Axum Force, the base skill you get early on after the prologue. 1 point gives you aerial maneuver. For 200 stamina, you follow up grabbing onto a ledge by vaulting yourself up very quickly. 200 stamina is a big one, so make sure you have this amount or more ASAP. It means that getting around will become much easier, much quicker, and combining it with Fly 2 and Aerial Force Palm, you'll save hours of your precious time. In most cases, getting higher than you would have just by vanilla climbing. There will be mission and objectives that use your wagon or other vehicles. These can get stuck. It's annoying and sometimes will mean you need to travel another 2 kilometers back to your destination again. Instead, check the bottom right when you're stuck. You can press the button to quick reset your location with a nice, healthy wagon. So keep an eye out on that area of the screen, I've mentioned it a few times, as it will also pop up for you to skip time on some missions instead of waiting, and some other cool time-saving or helpful options will appear there. You can avoid dying from a fall and get to the ground as quick as possible without having to slowly glide by doing the following. Dive, then before hitting the ground, hold in the right trigger, or whatever the equivalent PC button is for Force Palm. You'll slam the ground, and if you were at terminal velocity, you'll take a bit of damage but survive. I can't be sure if they'll change this by the time the video releases, but if they do, simply hold it right before hitting the ground and that will for sure keep you alive. Enjoy your new fast fall method. And that's everything. What do you think? Let me know below. Also, if you have any better tips, I'll be sure to heart them, so be sure to check the comments for even more tips. Thank you so much for watching, and for everything else, you're in the right place. Ciao, friends.